Welcome back to the Rewired Kids Podcast, where we feel, learn, and grow with brain science made simple. I'm Jocelyn, and today we are going to talk about something that a lot of us try to avoid: mistakes. What if I told you that failing at something was actually the secret to getting better?
What?
Would you think that I'm crazy? Well, today we are going to learn how challenges actually help our brains grow and why every one of our mistakes is actually a step towards success. So get ready, because by the end of this episode, you'll see mistakes in a whole new way.
It's story time!
Today, we are going to start with the true story. Have you ever heard of Michael Jordan? You probably know him as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. And as you can imagine, Michael Jordan has missed many shots and has lost countless games in his lifetime. Imagine if he had a game full of mistakes, like missed free throws and pointless fouls, and he had given up right then and there. No way. Instead of quitting after a game full of mistakes, he chose to keep going. He learned from his mistakes, and he eventually became one of the best and most recognizable athletes in the entire world. If he had been afraid of failing or of not being perfect, we might not even know his name today.
Brain science.
So what does this mean for you? Well, our brains are actually designed to learn from our mistakes. Scientists call this neuroplasticity. Say it with me: neuroplasticity. Great job. Which is just a fancy way of saying that every time we make a mistake and try again, our brain makes new connections. These connections help us get better and stronger at whatever we are learning. So imagine your brain like a muscle. If you never challenge it, it's going to stay the same. But when you struggle, when something feels hard, that's when your brain gets stronger. Mistakes aren't failures. They're proof that you are learning.
Time for the challenge.
All right, it's time to talk about this episode's challenge. I want you to take a moment and think about your own life. Is there something that you've been afraid to try because you might mess up or make too many mistakes? Maybe it's trying out a new sport. Maybe it's learning a new hobby like skateboarding or drawing. Or maybe it's just challenging yourself with a more difficult math problem. I want you to really take a moment to think about something that you have been too afraid to try because you're afraid to make mistakes. Okay, this week, your challenge is to do it anyway. In the words of Michael Jordan, I have failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeeded. So get comfortable with struggling, making mistakes, and failure, and let each mistake get you one step closer to your goals. Don't forget, mistakes aren't something to be afraid of. They're proof that you are growing. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next week. Keep feeling, learning, and growing. If you love today's episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with a friend who might need this superpower too. And don't forget to click the Amazon link below so that you can check out some of my amazing children's picture books that are based on mindfulness and how to handle big emotions. Until next time, keep feeling, learning, and growing.
It's the Rewired Kids Podcast. Time to feel, learn, and grow. It's the Rewired Kids.